Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful Aloha Friday sunset, and all is calm for now, but that could change very shortly. We're tracking some big surf first from Kiko, and then could we see rain and wind impacts? Well, it all depends on its track, but it looks like the surf is almost certainly coming here. It's a small storm, so it may not produce the waves that some surfers would like, but I think we're going to get a decent swell here. Right now, average wave height's near 14 feet, but maximum wave height's near 31 feet with this powerful low pressure center. It's a Category 4 storm, winds 140. Kiko has a west-northwest motion at 12. Of course, it's going to push that water all towards the islands, and a smaller storm will push a little bit of a smaller swell towards the island, but it is a Category 4 storm, so even though it's not the biggest in dimension, still going to produce some waves, and we're expecting Sunday into Monday those waves to build, and then likely peaking on Tuesday as those waves really build, and likely to see high surf advisories or warnings for east-facing shores. So we're going to be monitoring for that. Take a look at what we have right now. We have 2 to 4 for north, 2 to 5 for south, 1 to 4 for west, and 2 to 4 on east shore. Small coastal flood statement rather in effect for those high tides. At 3:27, we have another big high tide tomorrow, so we'll watch for that. Also watching this upper level low north of the islands, and this is what's going to divert Kiko to the north and west, and this could help us out quite a bit. The models are reflecting that more northwesterly motion over the past few days. So this is what we're going to be tracking as we head into the weekend. So for the weekend, light to moderate trades Saturday. We'll lose the trades altogether on Sunday. It'll be a hot weekend, but not much rain. Let's go ahead and forecast and take a look at Monday. That's when Kiko approaches. Now, could we see rain on the Big Island Monday evening? It's possible depending on the track. Into Tuesday, right now, again, the track is either the southern end of the cone brings it right into Maui County, Oahu. The northern end of the cone brings it well offshore. Right now, the center of the cone keeps it just offshore, about 100, 150 miles. Now, if it were to take that center or northerly track, we wouldn't see a whole lot of impacts outside of surf. We'd see surf, rain impacts possible, but possible. We've seen storms pass to the north where we haven't seen much rain at all, and that could be a scenario as well. Winds will actually be lighter as we'll have our high pressure to the north, our low pressure here. The winds will be breezy well north of the islands, but not over the island. So that's happened before too, where we've had our trades blocked. We've actually seen light winds as these tropical storms pass to the north. Now, if it takes the southerly path, that's the worst case scenario for us. That would mean flooding rain. That would mean possible tropical storm force winds along with that high surf. So the high surf's almost guaranteed for those eastern facing shores. Question mark is, which part of the cone does this go down? Again, center of the cone, north of the center, that's a good path for the islands. We would see very limited impacts. If it were to take this southerly pass into Maui County, into Oahu, into Kauai, which are all still in the cone, good news, Big Island, you're no longer in the cone, but the rest of us are, yeah, we would see more impact. So short version is, this is a good track considering what we saw just a couple of days ago. We have a weakening storm. We have a storm that seems to want to lift a little bit more to the north, but we're not in the clear. And we want to prepare for this southerly pass. Even though it's the less likely path right now, it's certainly a possibility. We're in the cone. It is possible that could happen. And if it were to happen, we could see possibly tropical storm force winds. So 40, 50 mile per hour winds, maybe even stronger than that. So that's what we're going to prepare for. And we're going to hope for this path to the north, which is looking more likely. The other thing we got going for us, we got strong wind shear aloft, we got cooler air, or water temperatures rather. That should weaken the storm quite a bit as it does approach. So we're not talking about a Category 4 hurricane, we're talking about a tropical storm by the time it gets here. Some scattered showers right now for windward Oahu. Outside of that, not much rain, not much expected over the weekend. Should be a nice weekend, so great time to prepare. Temperatures in the middle 70s, up in the upper 80s. Winds light tomorrow out of the east at 5 to 15. It's going to make for a hot afternoon. Sunday, we could lose those trades altogether. Monday, some scattered showers possible for the Big Island, and then into Tuesday, that's the prime time day. Kiko impacts. Will we just see surf or will we see rain and wind? Still a little unknown, but that's the day that we want to go ahead and prepare for the worst and of course hope for the best.